Gotta get boom boom boom. Gotta get that boom boom boom. Gotta get that boom boom boom. Gotta get that boom boom boom.
And welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name's Rhonda, better known as Mess Momma MD. Today I'm going to be testing out and reviewing something that I received actually in my IPSY bag for, I believe it was November. I can't recall, but it is called Advanced Real Moisture Foundation. So it says it's a liquid foundation for moisture and nourishing skin with SPF 15. So if you are interested in seeing how it wears on my mature skin, and again, I have normal to oily combination skin with large pores, fine lines, and all that good stuff, then stay tuned. Okay, so a little bit about this foundation. I honestly couldn't find that much. I googled it and it came up on Amazon. The first thing that it did show up was that it was in the IPSY bags, but other than that, I only found it on Amazon, and it says it's no clustering after a long wear time. Moisture complex holds moist on the skin that keeps the skin healthy and moisturized. Three function products of whitening, anti-wrinkles, and sun blocking to keep the skin beautiful and healthy. So I'm really excited about that because, as you guys know, I do have, more mature skin, so I'm always looking for foundations for my mature skin and for my mature audience out there. Like I said, finding it on Amazon, it looks like it retails for $20.06 from the seller that I found it for, and I'm trying to find out if it says, there's really just not that much information on it, so I don't know. Touch and Soul, I guess, is who actually makes it. But like I said, I received this in an IPSY bag. If you guys can tell, I am like super crazy pale. I'm looking at my monitor. I have not self-tanned because it only came in shade Natural Beige from what I have gathered from watching other IPSY unbaggings, as well as my daughter also receives the IPSY bag, and she also received the exact same shade, which was number 23 Natural Beige. As I'm looking here on Amazon and I click on the description, it looks like it comes in the number 23 Natural Beige and number 21 Nude Beige. So I guess there's not a big selection on this. So this is going to be kind of interesting. But as always, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in and let you guys see my application process. I've already washed my skin and moisturized. As far as primer, I did kind of change my primer up here recently. It is primer that I have used in the past, but I don't think one that I've actually talked with you all about. But today I did use the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. I do like this primer a lot, and since we're getting more into the winter months, I thought, let's get back into using that. Of course, I always use my Becca Under Eye and my Anna Sue primer, focusing on my T-zone where my pores are the largest and I am the most oily. So let's go ahead. I am not going to do the half and half anymore. That's just, if you guys have watched my other videos, it's just one of those things where I just love a full coverage type of foundation. So I like to just go ahead and apply with my Morphe E6 brush. So since it's a squeezy tube, I'm just going to go ahead and just apply it this way. This is going to be interesting. I have like a big day today, so let's hope that this applies well. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be too light, but hopefully with bronzer we can make it work. Actually, the color, oh yeah, it's light. Okay, never mind. I mean, because I love to just match my foundations typically to my chest. I got that actually off of Jackie Aina. A lot of the times when I would go into like Sephora and stuff like that, they just want to match me down here. But if you notice, like from here to here, I'm definitely darker down on my chest. So I really like to, like Jackie Aina does, I like to really match my face and my neck to my chest so it all just kind of blends together. So a nice tip that I picked up from Aunt Jackie, as she says. Okay, I'm just going to smear it all over. It is nice and very lightweight and does seem to have a natural finish. Let me zoom you guys in. I totally forgot. I tell you guys what, I have just been totally off this week. I don't know what my deal is. And I put way too much on. Oopsie daisy. Whew. Yeah, way too much. Good job, Ron. I keep checking my monitor because at some point, for whatever reason, my camera and my monitor just jammed up. So I have to make sure it is continuously filming. I will say this is a nice coverage, very natural. I wouldn't say it's a very full coverage, but again, nothing information wise tells me whether or not it is a lightweight coverage, medium, full, what have you. So off just my experience right now, I would say that it is a nice, you know, light to medium coverage. It's definitely more of a natural look, I would say. Looks nice. I wouldn't say that it's getting, you know, right off the bat it's sinking into my fine lines or anything like that, you know, which normally you've got to watch on some because they really accentuate your crow's feet, your smile lines, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to jump off, I'm going to do the rest of my face and then I'll be right back. But before I forget, I'm going to give you guys the time. It is 8:55 in the morning, so I will be right back. Okay, y'all, I am back. On my eyes, I am using the Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. This is by far one of my favorite go-to eyeshadow palettes, which, if you all know, I am obsessed with eyeshadows. But back to this foundation. Again, Advanced Real Moisture by Touch in Soul, I guess is what it's called, or who it's by. I will say right now, I do think it's really pretty. It is definitely way too light for me. I tried to bronze it up as much as I possibly could. This is the best I could get, but you know, I think it's okay for now. It'll do. It'll get me through the day. But I will tell you guys, it is like a really pretty natural satin finish. It's not like ultra matte or anything like that. So we'll go throughout the day. We'll see how it wears, everything like that. It claims to not, as it says, clump up or anything like that. So we'll see, you know, how it works in my T-zone and all that good stuff. So until the next check-in. This is my first check-in. It is 3:47. I'm going to flip the camera around and show how Haley's dancing. No? Got her! That's what I deal with. Anyway, so far it's been a crazy day, going. But overall, I think that, I mean, you can see my T-zone is pretty shiny, all that good stuff. But I think the overall wear is pretty good. I mean, if I were to powder, blot, all that good stuff, I think that it would be pretty fine. It doesn't feel heavy or anything like that. And typically, there are some foundations out there that the shinier I get and things like that, or as my day progresses, it starts to feel really heavy. So like I said, for 7 hours in, I don't think it's like horrible. It's definitely not clumping up or breaking up or anything like that. So I think it's doing pretty good, other than I'm a shiny hot mess. So anyways, until the next check-in. Hey y'all, this is my final check-in. I am using the wrong hand to film this. It is 6:05, so that means we are just like a smidge under 10 hours. It's not been totally 10 hours, but I figure you guys, you know, get the idea of the wearability on this little foundation. Again, from IPSY. It's called the Advanced Real Moisture from Touch in Soul. Can you guys tell I am like completely exhausted? My allergies are acting up. And it's just been a really long day. But anyways, I think overall it's a nice lightweight foundation. It does say that it moisturizes. I would have to agree on that. There's just a little like cake up through here. But again, I've had this on almost 10 hours. It says that it doesn't, but let's be honest, if you have oily skin, you're going to deal with some sort of cake up or build up or whatever you want to call it. As always, I normally kind of wear my foundation out through here because of drinking water, and if it gets up through here, I'm constantly wiping, and then when I rest my hand, I'm typically doing that. So these are like the two common places that I typically wear my foundation off. So I don't like really say like, oh, that's the worst ever if it's off in those areas. I will say I completely forgot to use setting spray with this foundation. So for it to last and look, you know, pretty good this long without any type of setting spray, I will say that that's pretty awesome. Another thing, like I said, this came in my IPSY bag, and IPSY is, in my personal opinion, is really good about putting good high quality items in your bag depending on what you have filled out in your profile. So for me personally, I like to try out more high-end, more expensive products. And like I said, when I looked for this online, it did retail for like $20 some on Amazon. So for me, that is definitely not a drugstore price. That is definitely more on the high-end side. So I think overall, I would definitely Hot Mess Mom approve this. Sorry, I literally got a text as I was talking, so I got sidetracked. I'm tired. I'm so ready for bed, and it is so early. So I'm going to take a nice, relaxing, warm bubble bath. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this edition of my Foundation Friday for mature skin. So until next week, you all, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.